Recording in progress. And you, tayo video. Totoo.
Okay, it's a time. It's a time, everyone. It's a time. Let's get started. Okay, the lights went off at my side. So, everyone's ready. Let's get started. Mr. Pyo, are you ready? Yeah. Both of you, are you guys ready? Okay, so it's time to study. All right, hope you guys are active. Be active, don't be sleepy anymore. I used to have a class in the afternoon. After lunch. Lunch is probably around 12, so class at 1 o'clock. Like sometimes class finish like 12:30 and we have like 30-minute breaks. And then within 30-minute breaks, what do we do? And we eat lunch. So after lunch, what happened? Like students, they come to class like sleeping. Okay. But now it's not the sleeping time, right? So it's already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, we are on page number 116, everybody. Page number 116, passage number 9. Okay, it's a long passage. Okay, so this is something that vandalism. Have you heard before vandalism? Like robbery, like thief, pickpocket. Okay, vandalism is like that. So in every city, in every country, residents and tourists see the careless vandalism of their buildings, wards, and signs. So vandalism is something that you make someone's property illegally. Example, this is your house. A dog come to your house and a dog pee on the wall. So this is a kind of like vandalism. The dog destroy my wall. And then you throw the trash in front of someone's house, and this is also a kind of like active vandalism. Okay. Yangon, we have a ancient building, historical building. You shouldn't destroy that. You should keep it. It's a monument. Okay. British colonized Myanmar, and we have the city hall near Sule. City hall, the walk of the building, it's antique, the way how the British people built. So we shouldn't destroy that one. If you destroy it, this is a kind of this is an action of vandalism too, because you are destroying the image of the city, just like that. So now come back. So 364, that's a one word, which is we call sins, totally wrong. Or what do we need to do? We will look at on page number 360, or now page number 117, question number 364. So we have the 4 choices, like see, saw, and have seen. So you are tested grammar, how good your grammar is. But in here, you look at that, every city, in the city, in every country, residents and tourists. So seeing it's not correct at all. So you can't choose. Okay, you can't choose no change. The careless vandalism of their buildings, wards, and signs. So what do we need? So there must be, you can think of, like, is it simple past? No, it is not the simple past. So no change in saw, totally gone. But look at that, see. See is for the simple present tense. But in here, will that be okay? Every city, every country. So when you see the everyone, when you see every such a word, that you have to use the perfect. So we have only one perfect, which is have seen. Yeah, because of every, like that. Let's go. Government officials struggle to identify culprits, underlying culprits. I love that word. Culprits mean let they. Who did that? Okay, somebody killed someone. Someone killed somebody, but police didn't know who is the culprit of it. Culprit means lete. Apunte lete. Someone did something. It's called culprit. I love it. Who lead like gang tax? Okay. Like gang means kind of like guy, we call it gang tax. Okay. Obscenities and okay, crude illustrations. Okay. Like Nazi, if you draw that signature and okay, a kind of thing like that. We call it gravity. Promotes a negative vibe. It gives neighborhood sometimes undeservedly bad reputation. So I don't know about that art. It's a gravity, it's a kind of art. So how about you? Do you think it's a good or not? What do you think? The gravity. The art of drawing something on at house, the bridges, under the bridges, like that. It's like a gravity. Mandalay, there's a one guy, I don't know his name, but he's super popular in our country, I guess. The gravity, the walk, like he changed your building, example. Your building is pretty much orange. It doesn't matter. The walk of gravity and you paint it, draw it, it looks so awesome. Like that's the huge gravity image. It looks like the gorilla is like overwhelming head on your head. Okay, gorilla is like trying to grab you or trying to bite you. The gravity can change like that. This is the road of the street. The walk of gravity, you can make a well in it. You can make a deep well in it. So when the car comes, people thought that actually it's a drain or it's a hole or something like that. Actually, it's not. This is the walk of gravity. Oh my God, man, stop the car. That's a clip. Clip we call Jalkaba, like, oh, that's a clip. Stop the car. Actually, it's not. This is the walk of gravity. Are you interested in that? Are you guys interested in that? Omuelo Bule or something. Okay. So are you guys interested in gravity? No, you're not. It's a kind of like for some in African America as well, in African American like gangster, they're just trying. If I don't like you and I came to your house at night and I draw something like, okay, at the front door I draw like poop, like it's like someone is pooping. Okay, so let's work together. 364, it's a present perfect. We got that. So please look at in 365. The gravity promotes a negative vibe and gives neighborhood sometimes undeservedly bad reputation. So when you look at 365, go to the choices. We have four choices. This is also asking your grammar. No change, resembles. No. This is a choices vocabulary. Choices sense, choices vocabulary. It is not asking you for the tenses. Of course, the tense is simple present tense, but choices word. In here, they use like promotes. The gravity promotes. It's a doing promotion. Promote, is it okay? No change? Okay, or promote means like the word just promote. Should we use like resembles or evokes or maintains? So check this out. All right, let's work together. So check this out. Which words would be nice? Is it okay to use? Okay, promotes, the gravity promotes a negative vibe. So because of the negative, because of the object is a negative vibe and it gives neighborhood sometimes undeservedly bad reputation. Because of that, promotes is for the positive word. So this is not possible. Don't use no change. Don't use no change. So no change is not okay. But resemble. Resembles me look alike. I resemble my father. My father and me, same face, same sign, something like that. Resemble me, look alike. Okay, resemblance we call like chusu. Okay, replica of something. Resemble me. So resemble is also not possible. So A, B, gone. Only two words left. Evokes is a tough one. Maintains, it's an easy one. Resemble is a kind of easy one. So only one left. Evokes or maintains. Is it maintains? Is it positive? No. So maintain is not possible. Only one choice left, which is, what is it? Evokes. That's all. Good. So 366. Should the author delete the underlined sentence? So go back to the story. Go back to the story. Right, his friends, but to read, just reading underlined sentence is not enough. You have to restart to the end a little bit of that paragraph. Only then you will come up with, okay. The gravity promotes a negative bar and gives neighborhoods, sometimes undeservedly bad reputation. Semi out of nowhere, piece of art appeared on a canvas or concrete, making a statement loud enough for the world to hear. One such art, Boomer, it's an anonymous street artist in London, England, known only as like Banksy. Banksy is one of the most famous and controversial long-lived gravity artists in the world, producing new work as recently as January 2018. Becky got to start in Bristol, England in the early 1990s as a teenager. Okay, partnering with other street artists. Even with half a dozen of them, the artwork took time to create, and it was a close call with the police that finally moved Bensky to adapt his approach to something that would be faster. His friends all got to the car and escaped, but Brzezinski had to hide under a garbage truck for a long time, and that was when he decided he needed to be able to complete his art faster. The idea of using spray paint and the pre-cut stencils appealed to him and become his the signature style. So come back. Should we? Should the author delete the underlined sentences? Possible. You have to think yes or no. That's it. So think of yes or no according to that paragraph. Yes or no?
Yes.
These underlines are extra. Underlines are without this also it doesn't matter. You can continue with that. Will be faster. The idea of using spray, and pre-carpet stencil appeal to him so way better. So this is a extra one. So yes, we should delete that. But why we should delete? We have two yeses. A, yes. C, also yes. Yes, why? Because all the relevant information is already stated. C said yes because the sentence is too long and wordy. So both are possible. Both are possible. But you have to think, read around the sentences and check this out. Hope you get that now. So Tamim, yeah, tell me your choice.
I chose A.
Okay, Mr. Tiotiha.
Choose A.
Wonderful. Yeah, because all the relevant information is already stated, so this is extra information. We don't need that. It's a kind of like wordy and that way confuse you. So thank you. So now look at in the text, the beginning. In the early 2000s, comma, he headed to London. So the first we start with the time frame. In the early 2000s, there's a comma. He headed to London. So come back to 367. So we have our choices. No change is one. 2000s and long dash. Okay, and then after time frame, as you can see the semicolon. Okay, guys. And then after the time frame, you put the comma. Okay. So in here, which one is the era one? In the early 2000s, comma, he headed to London. B and C are not possible. After 2000s, you can't put a long dash. And then you don't need semicolon here. So B and C are gone. So A and D. You have to think about it.
Aren't they the same? Same.
Which one?
Aren't they the same?
Okay, you think so? Check around it. How we start the time frame. So please, yeah, what do you think? We have to use the correct punctuation. So are they the same? You think so?
Yes.
They are the same, right? Are you sure? Okay. So if you are typing on the screen after comma, you need to leave the space. So in the choices, the 2000s, comma, subject he. In here, 2000s, comma, there's a space there, and also he. So we, okay, have two choices. Choice B and C are gone already. So choice A and D left. Two choices left. So you have to choose no change or choice D. Actually, they are the same. They are the same. But in exam, if you are seeing like this, never choose no change. If you choose no change, then you are likely to lose mark for that, because we want you to get the correct one. Therefore, you have to use the correct punctuation. So they are actually the same, but never use no change. Okay, you have to choose only the lesson D1. See that exam is technically like it's tricky, sometimes like that. Go next one. The author is considering revising the underlying sentence to improve. Okay, to improve what? Flow and support the previous statement. Which option best fits? And poppers. Go to 368 in the test. You will look at the 368 is the ending line. It wasn't important they know who he is, comma, but that his art is accessible to everyone. So what you have to do, you have to rearrange it. During his last face-to-face interview in 2003 after his Tough War exhibition, in response to the debate about maintaining his anonymity, the artists emphasized the importance of a direct connection between the artist and the audience. It wasn't important they know who he is, but that his art is accessible to everyone. So you read that. The author is considering reviewing or revising the underlying sentence to improve flow and support the previous statement. For that, what you have to do, you guys need to read all the choices. The first one said no change. If you are asked like this, you know what? The test want you to figure it out the best, concrete, concise, the flow, structure, everything must be smooth. So no change is not the choice that you have to think. You have to consider about it. So never pick no change in that case. But read choice B. His identity is not as important as that his art is accessible to everyone. C. The accessibility of his art is more important than revealing his identity. Revealing his identity would make his art less important. So in that case, no change is not the choice that you have to pick. But but others like considering to change the flow of it. So which sounds best to you? Look at me. His identity is not as important as that. So this is not that smooth at all. The flow is also not that good. The structures as well, it's not that good. So A and B are gone. So you have to think only two. C and D. Come back to that line. It was important they know who he is, but that his art is accessible to everyone. So
C.
okay, yes, let me tell you for that. So when you are asked like that, two choices are totally impossible. Another pro tip is, since you look at the line, it was important to know who he is, but that his art is accessible to everyone. The accessible is the key for you. Accessible is the key for you. Therefore, when you are reusing that, others considering flipping up. So you have to use that word again. So choice D, revealing his identity. It's not that good. Of course, the accessibility of his art is more important than revealing his identity is the best one. See that? Thank you so much. You are marked. Now, let's move on. 369. Don't go back to the test. Look at the choices. 4 choices. No change, earned, raised, and cost. Choices vocabulary. Okay, which word has a positive, negative? Which word will be the best? So go and find 369 in the text. So check this out. One of his pieces. One of his pieces, comma, title, ruined landscape. Title, ruined landscape. I love that. Called or named. Title, ruined landscape. Got So GOT girl, this is the academy. God's very simple. Baby language. Baby use God. You know what? Baby in the street, even the baby can use that gag God. You know. So this is not the word. Always leave it. God. When you see that, no change is not possible. All right. So God gone. God gone with the wind. God got so 3 choices left. So earn, is it possible? Or costs, is it possible? Or rates, is it possible? Look at the amount of the money. $385,000. Oh, I want that money. အဲ့ဒီ amount လောက်ရတယ်မဆိုးပဲဟာခု10ရာထောင်တောင်းသိဒေါ်လာ3,850,000ဆိုရင်တော်တော်လေးအဆင်ပြေပြီဒေါ်လာ3,850,000ဆိုတော်တော်လေးအဆင်ပြေပြီ all right not that bad အသက်လုံးစားလို့မရပါနဲ့ဒါလေးကိုအမြင်ပြုပြီးတော့it was a painting of an autumn landscape along the riverbank with the words this is not a photo opportunity okay stencil across the middle all right the very first one said in February 2008, basket work was part of the biggest charity art. So charity will help you out. So which one is the best choice? Tell me first.
Cost.
Sorry, it was cost. Charity or cost? Charity ne said that.
Or rates.
That must be race. Yeah. ဆရာတို့ကဘာပွဲအတွက်ညာပွဲအတွက်လို့ race ဖြစ်ရမယ် choices program must be ကောကလမ်းထဲမှာသုံးတယ်ကလေးတွေကသုံးတယ် so ဒီနေ့မှာ cost ကလုံးဝ totally opposite ပဲဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့လိုငွေ amount ကို race awareness လောက်မှာ race လောက် yes if you chose race you're right Jyoti how you chose race you raise me up wow that's so nice song too you know you raise me up more than I can be all right okay thank you so next 370ကိုကြည့်ပြပါ370မှာ grammar ကိုမေးတာပဲဆိုတော့ no change လား inspire လား inspires လား inspiring လား this what someone is calling go only that yeah sorry about that okay so where are we are in the class where are we are in the class so look at that this time inspires and inspiring so check the 370 where is it 370 okay Banksy continued to challenge authorities and continue to challenge authorities and inspire fans, sneaking pieces of his art into famous museums, including the Louvre in France and the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. Okay, cool. So, what's your choice? What's the choice?
No change.
Bensky continued to change authorities. And let me know, what's the choice? Two plus about one. You are muted to me. To challenge, to inspire. Okay, or change or no change?
I think inspiring thing.
You think inspiring? Okay, please look at that. You get confused with the first one. Bensky continued to challenge authorities and to inspire fans, which means so therefore inspire you don't need ed at all. Because when you're looking continue, it's a simple past. Therefore, you're thinking of it too like that, right? You're thinking like this, right? But you have to think of how the sentence structures come. Okay. Bensky continued to challenge authorities, continue to inspire fans. Okay, sneaking pieces of sneaking. So this is the Arabic phrase. Lia imama we translate sneaking pieces of his art into famous museums. So that must be B. Choice B is the choice. Inspire. Because if you put inspires, it doesn't make sense. Inspiring, it makes sense too, but inspiring and the sneaking, so how about challenge? This is a kind of odd. Therefore, choice B is the answer. Right. So now, look at sentence, underline one. Critics have called him a champion socialist. He makes millions of dollars and contributes to various causes, charities, and movements. Today, more than half of his street paintings are only viewable on the internet and are available to download for free. They have been painted over by city workers, so worn away by time and weather conditions. Photographs of new art appear on his website, and he challenges her fans to find it, sustaining the mystery, the challenge, and the movement that is Bansky. So here, underline, what's the question said? Which option best corrects the run-on sentence? ဒီစာကြောင့် run-on ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မလို့ဘယ်ဟာကပိုပြီးအဆင်ပြေမလဲ Which option best? So no change, is it okay? You check it out. Critics of call him or champions. No, no change. Don't choose it. Now read B, C, and D. Critics of call him champion socialists, makes millions of dollars and contributes it to various causes, charities, and movements. Now, critics of call him a champion socialist. He makes millions of dollars and contributes it to various causes, charities, and critics call me champion because, okay. Okay, so the best one is, what do you think? Let me know.
I choose D.
Thank you. The meme so show. Okay, Mount Pyo, Mr. Pyo.
Also D.
Wonderful. Then 722. No change, him, them, all that. 722. Okay. IT8, you see that. So read around it. Photographs of new art appear on his website. And he challenges fans to find, there must be, it is not possible. To find them, you must choose them. Okay. So 373, solve that problem. The following sentences would most logically belong in which paragraph? Okay, in which paragraph? Okay, quotation ထဲမှာထည့်ထားတဲ့ဟာကဘယ်စာပိုက်မှာ logically အနေနဲ့ okay ဘယ်စာပိုက်နဲ့တက်ရောက်မှုရှိတယ်လဲဘယ်စာပိုက်နဲ့ပို့ပြီးအဆင်ပြေတယ်လဲဒါကိုရှားမှာဆရာတို့ဆိုတော့ the following sentence would most logically belong in which paragraph? His film, is it through the gift shop? Okay, it's a controversial documentary about a French immigrant's obsession with street art and what's nominated for an Academy Award in 2010. So this young best by ma change CPM less was a brief in a I'll wait for you. Pick your pencil, but quick. နည်းနည်းသွားမှာအချိန်နည်းနည်းနဲ့တင်ပေးလိုက်
Paragraph 5.
Okay. You mean the last paragraph?
The one before the last.
Okay, paragraph 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's a paragraph 4. In February 28, Bensky Walk was part of the biggest Turkey art auction today. This is total blah 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 blah. Okay, I got it. So how about you, the Mimian?
I think it's paragraph 3.
Mr. Q, why you think paragraph 4? In February 2008, Bensky Walk was part of the biggest. So paragraph 3 is the answer actually. I'm a tough war exhibition. Peter Madonna of the Mickey Mouse though. You will see the opening receptions though. Later this week, they held an opening reception with hip-hop music blasting and this. Okay. And then nearly 500 people attended. I looked at this, so it makes sense with that paragraph 3. His film, okay, very nice. It's not about 4. Got it. So passage 10. I will give you time to do that. Please don't use dictionary. Let's do it now. I will give you some time to do this. Every second Sunday march at 2 a.m., 48 states in the United States. 72 countries around the world move their clocks from, oh, that's interesting, 1:59 a.m. to 3 a.m. to begin daylight saving time, DST. Didn't always exist. In fact, it only became popular in the last century and a half. Most people believe Benjamin Franklin invented DST in 1784. He wrote a letter to Journal of Paris, which he was surprised to wake up at 6 a.m. and find the sun up for noon. The letter was considered a joke. Another 100 years or so went by before the idea was brought up again by George Banner Hanson of New Zealand, a British builder. William Will first suggestion was to turn the clock forward. 2 hours in October and back 2 hours in April. New Zealand being their southern hemisphere would move to clock opposite of the United States. Later in 1905, Will suggested a little slower change to move it 20 minutes at a time. It wasn't until World War I when the Germans instituted wartime to make matter of the day turn hours. And okay, interesting. Many facts we learn. Take time to do Looks like I'm ready on. Okay, let's move on. So, where are we? Right, every second Sunday in March, 2 a.m., 48 states, United States, blah, blah, blah. So, first one is 374. The underlying one. Exit. In fact, it only became popular in the last century and a half. So, no change. Is it possible? Is it in fact, comma, it only became? Is it semicolon? Is it comma? In fact, comma, it only? So, you are tested punctuations. TTS didn't always exist. In fact, all right, got it. So what's your choice, Mr. Pyo?
E.
Okay, choice D. If you chose choice D, you're right. That means choice D, right? Wonderful. Moving on to next, 375. So here, in 1784, he wrote a letter to the Journal of Paris, comma, which he was. So Paris, comma, which, check this out. Journals of Paris, comma, which he worked. So which, for journal, we use which. No, they don't choose like no change. Journal in that, do we need preposition? Okay, we have to think about it. Journal that, journal, comma, which. So in here, journal, comma, which, no change. If you delete no change, and then D is also automatically gone. You have to choose C. Journal that. Okay, try C. If you get correct, hands up. Thank you very much. Let's move on to 376. Which option will be the most effective in combining the two sentences for clarity and consciousness? Okay, look at that. The first suggestion was to turn the clock forward 2 hours in October and back 2 hours in April. First sentence, New Zealand being in the Southern Hemisphere would move the clock opposite of the United States. Okay, so which option would be the most effective in combining the two sentences for clarity and consciousness? So what you have to do is like conciseness. You need to read all of them. A, the first suggestion was to turn the clock in New Zealand in the Southern Hemisphere forward 2 hours in October and backward 2 hours in April, opposite of the United States. Nah, don't choose A. The first suggestion was to turn the clock forward 2 hours in October and back 2 hours in April because New Zealand, being in Southern Hemisphere, would move the. It's a complicated sentence itself. So A, B gone, 2 left. If you chose C, hands up. C is the answer. Right. The first suggestion was to turn the clock forward 2 hours in the October and back 2 hours in April. You see the semicolon. New Zealand, being in the Southern Hemisphere, would move the clock opposite to the United States. Should be like that. Okay. The first suggestion was to turn the clock. All right. The first suggestion was to turn the clock. Okay, forward 2 hours in October and backwards in April. But what we need, the first and second, if you need, of course, you can put the full stop. You don't want to put a full stop there for semicolon is needed. Semicolon, New Zealand, 3, okay, no change. Energy, which, energy that, energy when. Look at the 377. In 377, it wasn't until World War I when the Germans instituted wartime to make better use of daylight hours and conserve energy, comma, that other countries also moved the clock ahead 1 hour. So in here, energy, comma, that, choice 1 said no change, energy, comma, which, energy, that, energy, when. So which one is the best? Energy, that, energy, when. There's no punctuation. Comma, which you can use it because of energy, that must be that. It must go with that. So you have to Leave it the same. Energy, comma, that. Okay. We need that. It doesn't need, okay, to change anything. Now, hope you get correct. If you get correct, hands up. Wonderful. Next. This time is during World War II. You can see the time frame, comma. 52 countries used DST through, okay, 1747. So during World War II, 52 countries used DST through 1947. Okay, what do we have? The author is consider which option is the most logical location. Sentence 1, sentence 2, you will notice that sentence number 1, it wasn't until World War I when the German instituted wartime to make better use of daylight hours and conserve energy that other countries also moved the clock ahead 1 hour. 31 countries followed their lead and stopped when the war ended. During World War II, sentence number 2, President Warren Harding hated DST and tried an experiment. Okay. The result was the disaster in 1930. George Stalin forged the clocks ahead when I forgot to change them. What's your choice? You choose D. Option is 5%. Get correct. Choice if hands up. Both of you are lagging. Right. Thank you. Next. Some countries and states kept DST, comma, form 379, manifesting, disseminating, and instigating. So 3 words is tough. Check this out. Creating, chaos, manifesting chaos. Okay, disseminating chaos and instigating chaos. What's your choice, guys?
No change.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. No change is the correct answer. I mean, yeah, you get correct one. Thank you very much. So now, this time is 380. Weather. Studies began in the 1970s to determine whether using DST actually save energy. So weather 380, look at 380. So no change, is it okay if or that or how? So put one word and it makes sense or it doesn't make sense. Which is the best? Let me tell me this time.
I chose if.
You chose A?
If.
Oh, you chose if. Mr. Cho, Mount Tiha. Mount Tiha.
I chose how.
Okay, let's check that. 2 answers are not the same. So studies begin in the 1970s to determine how using DST, it makes sense? How to use DST would be better, but how is not okay, like if. Whether's not correct in here, if using this to actually save energy or not, it means like that. If is the answer, yes. How is not like that, but if you are using how using is not. After how, there must be 2 plus bar 1, infinitive phrase will come. Yes, thank you. That one is a mistake. Anyway, let's move on to 381. All right, the results of the study in 1975 showed only a 1% decrease in energy use. And today, society's reliance on technology powered by electricity is significantly higher. So when you are looking at 381, in front of 381, we have a time frame, today. And today, society, apostrophe S. So come back to the choices. So We have no changes as usual, always there. Societies change into the plural, Y into IS. Okay, SOCITY apostrophe S or SOCIETYS. The spelling itself is there. So if you chose B, hands up. B is the answer. B is the answer. Societies. SOCIETIS. Society. Check this out. Okay, society apostrophe S, but how come that societies apostrophe S? Societies. 1% decrease in the use, and that today societies rely on. Societies with people rely on. People in every area, people. Society, SOCIETY. Spelling itself is not correct here. That should be SOCIETIS. SOCIE, not T1. Why change it to IS? We don't need apostrophe S. Societies. Reliance on. Technology power by electricity is significantly higher. Yes. Okay, now the current government can't provide, okay, full power. Can't provide electricity 24/7, that's the problem. So we are getting the power by the session. Huh? Okay, morning 9, power off, power on, 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock, sometime 9, they can't provide the power. That's bad. If you become president of Myanmar, Mount Pyo, do you think that will you be able to provide power, full power for Burmese people, whole country?
I will try.
You will
I-
try, okay.
I would
For
say
me, if
less to other
Okay.
countries.
All right. So if I become president, and what will I do? And I would save all the money, and I would change, okay, Myanmar nationality into probably Singaporean or like. I will grab all the money and opportunity, and I will say goodbye. Life is short. I better spend. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go. Let's move on. This time is the take advantage. Look at that. To correct it, you need to read from our study suggests that a person's body never really adjusts to the change, and it causes interruptions for the sleep cycles, making them feel tired and affecting the immune system. So then in here, 4 choices. No changes more, making it, making us, making him or her. So what's your choice?
More hard.
How about the meme? The meme yet, Leah? What's your choice, the meme? You're still thinking. I know. Sierra Genia Martamisina Magasanas Kotila Dua. IT it petare, arts petare, him or her petare. So, sentence Siapatas is up at it. Studies suggest that a person's body never, so Lucia Kanagua never really adjusts to the change. So, any person's got, it can be man, it can be woman, and it causes edema. Do you buy it? I take a shadow by this. Shadow shows any eka so follow about Piogina. Said our Piogina research looked up, study looked up. It causes, our body, it causes interruption of sleep cycle. So, making them feel tired. So, them got the so making us possibly. So, the grammatically as we said, making us look zero, don't 9 they met. IDU, them are no one's in you. So, ask up a simple, he or him got simple. Him or her got simple. People, persons. Persons can be man or can be woman. Therefore, you have to choose man or woman, him or her. Okay, making him or her feel tired and affecting the immune system. So, the immune system will affect it. It means like that. So, you have to choose choice D. Thank you. Now, what is that it? Yeah. Look at 383. So, which piece of information would be the most useful in supporting the argument made in paragraph 4. So, argument made in paragraph 4 is keep it. Which pieces of information would be most useful in supporting? So, the output in the data, my best support account support look at Okay, paragraph 4 number the videos. Where's the paragraph 4? Go find the paragraph 4. Paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4. So study began in the 1970s to determine if using DSP actually save energy. 25% of energy goes to electricity, powering lights and small appliances in homes and business. An increase in daylight hours would reduce this energy use. It also suggests a reduction in traffic accident during rush hour, increase in health and moods due to more outdoor activities and exposure to sunlight, less nighttime crime, and a rise in sales for supporting and recreation and businesses. So, these are the light these are the but the sun supporting example of crime that happen at night. So by the way, the meaning about you
I chose B.
Okay, Mr. Pyo, Mount Pyo.
I will choose B.
Very good. The statistics showing the increased profit, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's correct. Now, 3A4 topic. The author is considering revising the final sentence of the passage. Now, some Sajang will say the revised lowman so in. Should the author make this change? Now, some Sajang keep it. Okay. The author is considering revising the final sentence of the passage. Now, some Sajang about it. With no real proof. With no real proof that one way it's better than another way. The debate about DST will most likely continue on for some time. Discussion. So this science revised for final sentence revised should the author make this change? Okay yes. Okay, 2 times chimele to a simply in a synchron is no. Yes, no, so yes or no?
No.
No. No. They be account it. Okay, it is. No, my choice no push it. Okay, no, because it is a clever reference, no time, reader will remember. So clever reference go to a court. No time reader will remember that. No, because it reinforced that the user gets it. Okay, attributing with no prudent benefit. So conclusion introductory topic what's the choice, everyone?
D.
Choice D. Yay, wonderful. So, how many passages done now? 2 passages successfully done. Not enough. We'll continue. Passage 11, Harry Potter. I have a series of Harry Potter, but I have a series of Harry Potter, but Harry Potter it's my small library. My name is Sam Smith, so it's S. S for S for see, it's a small library. Hey, Harry Potter's out there, Okay, Harry Potter. Do you know who wrote Harry Potter? J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling. So, young John and Quavido, Wama, since he is a captain, Terry Quavido, second chamber. To idea ritual. Idea ritual I have no man was cyber in the South Yelang. South of Bidor. Any south to a New York, Manhattan area, to a South Dakota. Quabido, South Dakota, Quabi Meseto. Luria Machai. This is our Lagava. it's a trash it's a trash ဒါမဲ့စောက်တိုက်မှာနာမည်မရှိတဲ့စောက်တိုက် small okay နာမည်တိတ်အရင်မရှိတဲ့စောက်တိုက်ကသူ့စောက်ကိုဈေးပေါပေါနဲ့ဝယ်လိုက်ဈေးပေါပေါဆိုမဲ့တော်တော်အမောင်းဟာကွာဖြစ်ဝယ်လိုက်တော့မှအဲ့ဒီစောက်ထုတ်လိုက်တော့အုံးကလေးဖြစ်သွားအောင်ဆိုတော့အရင်မှလည်းသူရေးတဲ့စောက်တွေကအဲ့ဒါကြောင့် Harry J.K. Rowling ကအခုဆိုတအားချမ်းသာတဲ့မျိုးသမီးဖြစ်သွားသူကသူ့ယောက်ျားကိုကျေးဇူးတင်သူ့ယောက်ျားကသူ့ကိုပြစ်ထားခဲ့တော့စိတ်ဆင်းရောက်နေလို့ပြီးတော့လွန်ပြီးတော့ဘဝခက်ခဲတွေကိုခံစားတဲ့အချိန်မှာစာအုံနောက်တွေထွက်လာအဲ့ဒါကြောင့်မို့ဆရာတို့အခက်ခဲကြုံတိုင်းအားမြောက်လက်မြောက်เสียမလို့အခက်ခဲတွေရဲ့နားမှာမရှိတော့ပြဿနာရှိတယ်အခက်ခဲတွေရဲ့နားမှာအောင်မြင်မှုဆိုတာရှိတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အနည်းနဲ့အမြန်ပေါ့ just like that never give up let's go think about Harry Potter about Lord of the Rings တို့ရုပ်ရှင်ရမ်းမှာ okay Twilight တို့ and the James Bond တို့ they are all blockbuster movies ရုပ်ရှင်တွေမှာဝဝကွဲအောင်မြင်တဲ့ရုပ်ရှင်ကို blockbuster လို့ခေါ်ကြတယ် blockbuster movie originally based on books okay Tom Clancy's writer Jack Ryan appearing in movies for over 3 decades beginning with The Hunt for Red October and more recently Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit audience today according to survey are much more likely to go see a movie that is based on something a novel series or true life event blah 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 so I will give you some time now let's go Almost ready? Okay. Don't pick randomly, okay? Tamimia, which number are you in? Right. So 385. That must be the past tense. Appeared. If you get correct, hands up. 386. Okay. No change. You don't need to change anything. 387. It's just only simple present. It's a TRY try. 388. Choices vocabulary. Make, include, and sustain. In here, of course, you have to use sustain. 388 is going to be the sustain. And then for 389, the author wants to combine the underlined phrase with another sentence. Which option is the most logical choice? A thousand people choice got sentence number 3. Sentence 3 is the logical choice. 390. 390 is simple present tense, just is. 391. The author is considering revising the underlined sentence. Which option is the most logical choice to improve clarity and conciseness? Teacher Tejamune clarity, you have to choose C. The option is a contract with specific guidelines for what happens if the movie is made and released, including what the author earns and how many free tickets and the author received for the premiere. This is going to be C. 392. Okay, answer choice goes to A. 393, answer choice goes to B. So simplified, comma, in his opinion, comma, the answer choice goes to B. 394, impact readers' options of a book, answer choice goes to C. 395, they struggle with many factors outside of their control once their books are made into films. So to make the paragraph most logical, the sentence should be placed. After sentence number 1. Sentence number 1 is number 10. Okay, 395 answer choice goes to A. So hope you get that. Any mistakes?
Got 393 wrong.
393. Okay, 393. I think you choose no change, right?
I chose C.
Simplify in his opinion, comma. Simplify in his opinion, comma. How about me? What number?
391.
391. Okay. So the author is considering revising the underlined sentence. So which option is the most logical choice to improve? So clarity and consistency, yeah. The answer, the option is a contract. Okay. Yeah, then we can, in your spare time, in your free time, just go back and read it again and check the area. Yeah, that you guys made mistake. Okay. So no homework, but start from probably second week. That would be, I will give you homework. I will give you homework to practice at home. But now, no homework at all. Just practice at home. Good. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. See you next week. Okay.